If you've ever struggled to let go, you need to hear this. Kelsea Ballerini's story will change your perspective.
So grab your mugs and take a seat, because it's time to spill the tea. But don't worry, we're serving it with a side of wisdom. From pop culture drama to life lessons you didn't know you needed, we're diving deep into the juiciest topics, with a self-help twist, of course. So are you ready to sip and reflect? Let's get into it.
All right, tea sippers. This week, we're diving into the world of country music and the ever-evolving narrative of Kelsea Ballerini. Now, if you've been following along, you know Kelsea and her ex-husband, Morgan Evans, went through a very public divorce. And as is often the case in the digital age, the internet had a lot to say. A lot. But here's where things get interesting and where we find the self-help gold. Recently, Kelsea took to social media to address the ongoing hate directed towards Morgan. She essentially said, "It's time to move on. We've both moved on. You should too." And honestly, chef's kiss. That's the kind of energy we need. Now, let's break this down. On the surface, it's about a celebrity divorce. But underneath, it's a masterclass in letting go and choosing your own peace. We've all had those situations where we dwell on the past, whether it's a breakup, a friendship fallout, or a career setback. We get caught up in the what ifs and the should haves. And sometimes we hold on to anger or resentment, even when the other person involved has moved on. Kelsea's message is a powerful reminder that holding on to negativity only hurts you. It keeps you stuck in the past, preventing you from fully embracing the present and the future. She's not just telling her fans to move on, she's demonstrating her own personal growth. She's saying, "I've processed this, I've healed, and I'm choosing to focus on what's next." And that is a huge step in self-improvement. And let's talk about the most recent performance of Penthouse, a song that directly addresses her divorce. While performing the line, "It hurts putting shit in a box, and now we don't talk," someone in the crowd yelled, "Fuck Kim."
We're 3 years past it. Everything's fine now. I sing this song for you now. It's not about me anymore. Please. Please. All right. For everyone that's moving forward with their life, will you sing this with me?
Now, many performers would have either ignored it or even encouraged the sentiment. Kelsea, she stopped the song. That, my friends, is maturity. That's self-control. That's choosing peace over drama. She could have easily let the moment fuel the fire, but she didn't. She used it as an opportunity to reinforce her message of moving on. She took a moment where others wanted to stay stuck in the past and redirected it to the present and the future. She showed that her music is for her fans, not the drama. She showed that she's in control of her own narrative. And I have to say, watching this really resonated with me. I went through a pretty tough divorce myself. It's a deeply personal and often painful experience. And even without the public scrutiny, it's incredibly difficult to navigate. You're dealing with a whirlwind of emotions, trying to rebuild your life and learning to move forward. But to do that in the spotlight, I can't even imagine. Having every detail of your relationship, every emotion, every step of your healing process dissected by millions of people. That takes an immense amount of strength and resilience. Kelsea's ability to not only navigate her own healing, but also to publicly set boundaries and encourage others to move on is truly inspiring. It shows that even in the midst of intense scrutiny, she can choose to prioritize her own peace and growth. She's not only healing herself, she's showing others how to heal. So, how can we apply this to our own lives? Here's a few key takeaways. Recognize when it's time to let go. Sometimes we cling to the past because it's familiar, even if it's painful. Ask yourself, is this situation still serving me? Is it helping me grow? If the answer is no, it's time to let go. Focus on your own healing. Kelsea's message shows that she's done her own work. She's processed her emotions and found closure. Healing isn't linear, but it's essential. Take time for self-reflection, journaling, or whatever helps you process your feelings. Set boundaries. Just like Kelsea, you have the right to set boundaries. If people are constantly bringing up the past or fueling negativity, you have the right to distance yourself. Protect your peace. And choose forgiveness for yourself. Forgiveness is not about condoning someone's actions. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. This was big for me. Sometimes the person you need to forgive is yourself. Exercise self-control in heated moments. When others try to pull you back into negativity, remember Kelsea's example. Choose to redirect the energy towards growth and healing. Don't let others dictate your emotional state. Ultimately, Kelsea's message is a lesson in taking control of your narrative. You get to decide how long you dwell on the past. You get to choose peace over drama. You get to choose your own growth. And that's the tea. But remember, sip wisely and stir in a little self-growth. Until next time, keep glowing and keep growing. Cheers.